Hi there, audience. My name's Chris, and I'm calling myself the narcissist Star Wars fan because everybody needs a cool name if you want to be on YouTube, right? It's my first video, so please be patient with me. I absolutely despise the new movies that Lucasfilm has released, the ones directed by J.J. Abrams and Rian Johnson. I don't even want to call them the official name, the Star Wars sequel trilogy, because, to paraphrase Voltaire, they're neither Star Wars nor sequels, nor much of a trilogy. I do, however, love The Mandalorian, and a large part of that, beyond the fact that it's just a great show and it's a lot of fun to watch, but I think that it just might, maybe, be setting up a retcon and decanonization of those movies. Now, there's going to be spoilers for the first season of The Mandalorian, and also some official rumors about season 2 of The Mandalorian, and this is just my own personal theory, but it makes sense to me. And before I get any further, I'm going to be referring to Din Djarin as the Mandalorian and the child as Baby Yoda, just because it flows off the tongue better. So I have 5 main points, and if I were any good at video editing, I'd go ahead and have bullet points appear on the screen, but I'm not, and I'm kind of impatient and lazy, so I won't do that either. You'll just have to deal with this and fast forward and rewind to see what I was saying. So here we go. Point number 1. Dave Filoni, one of the creative minds behind The Mandalorian, is George Lucas's protege, and Lucas hates the new movies. He's compared Disney to white slavers for what they did to his creation. Bob Iger has admitted that Lucas felt betrayed by what they did, and Lucas wasn't even at the premiere of the latest Star Wars movie. I'm going to assume that Dave Filoni agrees with George Lucas. It just doesn't seem to make sense in my mind if your protege disagrees with you. You kind of look to your mentor for a perspective on such matters. My second point. The Mandalorian as a show is full of references to the old EU. That's the material that Disney rebranded as Legends when they bought Star Wars. Now there's all sorts of little call-outs. The insignia on the New Republic battle droids is the insignia of the New Republic from Legends, not from the new canon. They've used planet names from the Jedi Knight video game. Even the word Beskar steel is from the old canon, the old Legends. The Mythosaur also from there. And the idea that the Mandalorians adopt foundlings to continue their culture, that's all from the old EU, Legends. Also, the idea that there's Imperial warlords wandering around the galaxy, doing their own thing, trying to restore order or just aggrandize themselves, that's a very old EU idea that comprised a lot of the backdrop for the stories written that took place after Return of the Jedi. But in the new canon, pretty much the Empire is defeated a year after Return of the Jedi, and that's it. Now, as far as I can tell, there's only 2 references to the new canon in The Mandalorian. The first is referencing the planet of Canto Bight as a casino planet, and also it seems there's a few aliens from the new trilogy's repertoire of aliens in the background. So that's it. So already the show's referencing more the old Legends than the new canon. My third point. Season 2 specifically sets up that the Mandalorian will be looking for the Jedi. When the armorer tells him about Baby Yoda and his people, she says, quote unquote, "The songs of eons past tell of battles between Mandalore the Great and an order of sorcerers called Jedi that fought with such powers." They talk some more, and then the Mandalorian says, "You expect me to search the galaxy for the home of this creature and deliver it to a race of enemy sorcerers?" So, there's his task for the second season, and the only clue he has to go on is the word Jedi. He knows nothing about Baby Yoda's species. Nobody does, really. So he's going to be looking for the Jedi 4 years after the movie Return of the Jedi. And according to Yoda, who we have to trust until we hear otherwise, there is one Jedi in the entire galaxy at this point, and that's Luke Skywalker. That could be wrong. We could find out later that other Jedi were still around, but we've yet to see that on screen. And I know in the old legends, there were dozens, maybe even hundreds of Jedi hiding here and there, and, it just kind of got to be a joke. But at the moment, officially, Luke is all there is. And that leads into point number 4. According to Deadline.com, there will be several established characters from the main movies in Season 2. That is the quote-unquote Skywalker saga movies. All these characters that appear would have to be from the original trilogy, because the characters from the prequel trilogy are too old or dead, and the characters from the Johnson-Abrams movies are too young or not even born yet. So everybody's got to be from the original trilogy. And of them, they've all interacted with Luke Skywalker in some fashion. So if you have the Mandalorian bumping into Boba Fett, he's going to know who Luke Skywalker is. He's going to know who the Jedi are. If he bumps into anybody else from Jabba's palace, same deal. If he bumps into some rebels, same deal. Rebels from the movies, at least. Obviously, it was a big rebellion. You can see that Cara Dune has no idea what's going on, or if she does, she's keeping tight-lipped. But if you have, Wedge Antilles showing up, he knows who Luke is. I mean, they're the only two guys that have ever blown up a Death Star from an X-Wing. That's, there's no way that he could interact with anybody from the original trilogy and not get clues toward Luke Skywalker. All right, now my final point. This one's a little bit more on a meta level, kind of like the original point I had about Dave Filoni, and that is that the fandom as a whole, doesn't matter where you fall on your opinion with the new movies, doesn't matter if you're a hardcore fan or a very casual fan, pretty much everybody loves Baby Yoda. I know there's some people that don't, that think he's too obvious at a way of pulling at people's heartstrings. But we're talking the vast majority of people love Baby Yoda. I mean, he's all over the internet. There's cute memes that appear day after day. And just look at how everybody reacted after Chapter 7 ended on a cliffhanger and Baby Yoda was in danger. People were losing their minds, How can I enjoy Christmas when Baby Yoda is in danger? How can I go see the next Star Wars movie when Baby Yoda is in danger? People are really invested in this character, and it's obvious why. He's pretty much scientifically designed to be cute and adorable and belovable. Is belovable a word? I don't know. Anyway, when Baby Yoda merchandise finally hits the shelves, whether it's toys, apparel, anything, it's going to fly off the shelves. So what does that mean? That means people are invested in this character that is going to be sent to Luke Skywalker to train as a Jedi. That sounds great. People want to see that. I want to see that. That'd be a great show, too, Watch Luke train his students. The only problem with that is that according to J.J. Abrams, according to Rian Johnson, Luke fails, and his students are all murdered or turned to the dark side. So, if Baby Yoda becomes one of Luke's students, that cute little adorable bundle of joy is doomed. Now, who wants that? Do fans want that? Do the people buying Baby Yoda merchandise want that? Do they want the special model of him, being decapitated by Kylo Ren? No, I don't want that. If you're watching this video so far, you probably don't want that either. And do you think Disney execs want that? I don't think so either. So I think when push comes to shove, and they're shipping Baby Yoda off to his first day of school, it just might be quietly announced that, oh, by the way, we're going in a new creative direction, and we're setting up a new Legends continuity, and all those movies that were divisive and underperforming and couldn't really get their footing, that's the new Legends continuity, and we have a new canon going forward. And boom. It's gone. Baby Yoda lives, Kylo Ren, Rey, all of them, the restored Emperor Palpatine, they never existed. It never happened. And that is my theory. I hope you like it. I hope the video is, at least somewhat comprehensible. And maybe I'll do some more videos if people like this one. I have no idea if they will. I have no idea if my cadence is good, if my eyes darting around as I look at my notes is too distracting. This is my first time, so again, please feel free to give me honest criticism, but don't rake me over the coals too badly, please. You can subscribe. Maybe I'll make more videos. You can leave a comment. You can hit like. All the stuff I'm supposed to ask you as a YouTuber. So thanks for hearing me out, and I hope you have a wonderful day.